Okay, so on the bench today I've got a Tamiya Leopard 1A4. This is a kit made by Tamiya. I think they started around early 80s, like 82 or 84 or something, produced up into the 90s. But it was pretty basic. I mean, there was no recoil on it, there was no elevation on it, there was no, just really nothing as far as sound effects went. But it was it's a one-of-a-kind kit that you just can't find now. So what we did was we replaced it with a Clark TK50, but with the regular 4-channel. And the reason you have to do that is because it runs with a clutch system. Let me see if I can show you here. So if you look inside here, you'll see that there's a single engine, but there's a servo that operates a clutch system so that it disengages each side of the drive as you want to turn and rotate it around. So hence the reason why we have to use the 4-wire instead of the Sbus. And to close it, there's a little squeeze plate that it locks under the front here, and it just drops down. And then there's 2 screw holes at the back here that you put 2 M2 nuts into, or sorry, screws into. I mean, it's not the prettiest setup, but that's the way Tamiya did it. So to turn this tank on, basically at the back here we've got a switch system. You just pull the switch over, turn my radio on, just make sure we're good to go there. Okay. Now, what that really means when it comes to that servo drive system is that it's lots of fun to figure out how to control this radio. So it runs normally with the rotation as far as the stick goes. You can see I'm not pushing it right to the gates either, but you can. Gives you the idea. But the biggest drawback with this compared to the Sbus is that everything else is on the left stick except for driving. So it takes a while to figure out where everything is, and I even haven't figured it all out yet. But anyway, we'll just go through touching different corners and you'll see things will happen here. So there's gunfire at the top. There's a machine gun in there somewhere. There's engine startup. There's the lights, bottom right corner. Oh, there we go. I'll take this back around. I think Mike, when he built this, he did put in, yep, machine gun flash. So you can see when it fires too, it did install a recoil. It's not a big recoil, but it's a recoil. So once you have that, you can see the tank drives with the right stick. Forward, back, left, right, all that good stuff. And of course it's got the Clark board battle system set up. And it is set up as a heavy, so it takes 9 hits to destroy it. And as usual with the Clark, once it gets destroyed, everything shuts down, the engine shuts off, and then after about 30 seconds it comes back to life. So yeah, so that's basically what it is and how it works. It comes with this nice brand new radio. And I'm sure there's other tweaks that can be done using the radio. That's supposed to be the whole the secondary machine gun, which is up top, which we do have here. I just didn't put it on the tank, but it just clips into the ring there. And I also have the 2 tool cables, of course, from that kit. So yeah, so that's basically what it looks like. I'm going to see it from the front. Do that. Turn this. I probably got the wires clipped inside somewhere. They're touching something that's binding with the turret ring. So I haven't set up any of that stuff inside yet. But this thing with this, it's just, you know, everything on that left stick is a bit of a pain, and it just takes some practice to get used to it. And I should show you too, it does have gunfire flash. And Michael, my buddy Mike C is actually the one that built this one up. So he put the IR is actually up in here, in the piece here. So yeah, so there we have it. Tamiya Leopard 1A4.